Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, welcome. My name is Sydney and I'm a full-time working homeschool mom. I have two children. I have a 6-year-old daughter and a 1-year-old son. And today I thought I would share with you our homeschool lessons and kind of how we structure our homeschool day, how we go in the order of our lessons, and what that looks like for us. My daughter is 6 and we are just kind of wrapping up our kindergarten year. We are almost completely done with our kindergarten math curriculum and we are almost done with our language arts. So yeah, I thought I would show you kind of what it looks like to homeschool a kindergartner. So I'm super excited that you guys are here with us and I really hope you enjoy the video. If you do, please like and subscribe and let me know any questions or comments you have, and yeah, we will jump in and get started. So as you can see, this is kind of our plan for today. I do write it out on our whiteboard. Our homeschool rhythm is what I have here, and then today we are going to be looping in our math facts. First, as you can see, I've got to clean up after my baby. I also just laid my baby down for his nap. I have found that he just turned 1 and he is so busy, so active, you know, has to have constant supervision, and it is just basically impossible for me to try to homeschool my daughter while he's awake. So he still takes 2 naps a day right now, which is really convenient. So we try to do our homeschool lessons during his first nap of the day. So once he's down, I'm like, let's go. We got to do our homeschool lessons. They usually take us about an hour since we're just at the kindergarten level, and that's like the perfect amount of time. His naps are usually about 2 hours, so it kind of gives us like a little bit of flexibility. But yeah, that's like a huge tip I have. If you have a little one like me that requires constant supervision, try to homeschool during their nap if you can. I'm sure a lot of you are already doing that. I'll let you know how it goes down the road as his naps go down to like 1 nap a day and when he stops napping. So yeah, it'll be a fun ride. I'll let you know how it goes, but I'm gonna get my daughter now and we're gonna jump into our homeschool lessons. Okay, so we always start with handwriting and Bible. It's kind of like part of our morning time. So we are gonna get started on that first. We use the Good and the Beautiful basically for all of our curriculum. So this is our level 1 handwriting and we're gonna get started on that for you. Okay. And this one today says, draw a picture of your choice. So I'll usually have her work on handwriting for about 5 minutes and then we move on to Bible. We have been using the Complete Illustrated Children's Bible for our Bible study. I have all of our curriculum too in another video. It is our kindergarten curriculum picks if you want to check that out, and it kind of gives you a more in-depth look at what all of our curriculum looks like. So she's going to do handwriting for about 5 minutes and then we will read a section out of this book for Bible. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes now, so I'm gonna let her continue to work on that. She's still coloring the picture. It wanted you to just kind of do whatever, a picture of your choice, so she was really enjoying that. So I'm just gonna start reading Bible now while she continues to work on that. Jesus returned to Galilee and began to preach. Word soon spread. The people traveled to hear him. One day on the shore of the Sea of Galilee, the crowd was so large that Jesus asked a fisherman if he would take him out. So she's wanting a few more minutes with handwriting. She's still coloring her picture. So I thought I'd show you what we're going to be doing for math today. We are on lesson 114 of our math level K, which is so exciting. So we only have 6 more lessons left and then we're going to move on to math level 1, which is super fun. So it looks like today we're going to be doing symmetry. This is part of the lesson, and then looks like we're going to be cutting these out today. If you can see that.
What are we cutting out?
I will show you. Are you excited?
Yeah.
And it looks like this is also a part of it.
Oh.
And that will be the end of that lesson. It's beetles.
Oh.
Beetles. I do have in our loop subjects today to do some of our math facts. So we'll probably spend like 15 minutes on math and maybe 5 minutes on the math facts, but I think I'll break up the math facts and do reading in between. But we bought the math facts from The Good and the Beautiful, and we've done them once so far, but my daughter really enjoyed it. So I'm super glad that I bought them, and I've been wanting to incorporate math facts just, you know, so you can get those math facts down. Obviously it becomes really quick and slick, and it's just kind of by memory. Math facts, if you don't know, that's just things like 2 plus 2, 5 plus 5, 1 plus 6, you know, all just that, those simple math that we as adults kind of just like have. That's because we have our math facts down. So I bought math facts cards to be practicing that with her. But yeah, she, it looks like she's like about done with her handwriting now, so we're gonna get started on math next. We've been going for about probably 15 minutes now. If you want like a better time frame of how long we've spent so far, I'd say probably 15 minutes. She's gonna finish out the page and then we'll get started on math. So I'd say between like handwriting and Bible today, 15 minutes, maybe a little bit more. It's 10 o'clock in the morning and we started our lessons at probably about like 9:40. I also have talked about this timer before, but I utilize this timer every day for our lessons. So it's really nice. I just like barely learned this a couple months ago, but it has a function to turn off the beep once it reaches the end of the timer, because the beep was like, I hated that because I didn't want to startle my daughter while she was doing a lesson. I just wanted, it's more a visual timer for me to have an idea of how long we've been working on something. So now I can just set it. There's a function in here where you can turn it off. So I just set it now, and I usually do about 15 minutes. So I'm gonna set it for 15 minutes for math, and then when the timer's done, see, it doesn't beep or anything, it's just silent, which is really nice. So then I have an idea of how long we've been working on stuff. Oh, we forgot to say, what day of the week is it? What is today?
April. What's this?
Cross off yesterday. There you go.
There's lots of X's.
I know, the month's almost over.
Yeah, and we only did 4 of these simple ones, but there's lots of X's.
I have like a little calendar right here to the side of us, and we do go through and like cross off the days, and I have her practice telling me what the day is and the day of the week, you know, the date, the month.
10, 15, 20, 55.
So 5, 10, 15,
12, 25, 30, 25, 40, 45, 50.
Good. Can we keep going?
45, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100.
Good job, Sissy. Place the counting sticks so they match on these lines right here. Do you notice how the sticks are the same on both sides of the middle line? This is called symmetry.
Oh.
Okay? This is called symmetry. They're symmetrical.
Symmetrical.
Are they the same dots on both sides?
4. Yes.
Yeah.
4.
The ladybugs below are missing half their spots. Line down the middle of each ladybug to divide in half, and then draw the spots that match. Okay, so you want to make it symmetrical. So you're gonna draw the dots on the exact same spots on the other side to make it symmetrical. Yeah, that's why I cut these out. Okay, so you're gonna be tracing the dotted line to measure each bug.
Okay.
Then draw a line to divide each group of bugs in half. So 3 inches, that one is,
3 inches.
that one's 3.
Yeah.
The CM is centimeters.
Oh.
IN is inches.
I'm saying this one's inches.
Oh, so that one was 3 inches. This one's 3 centimeters. See how centimeters are a little bit smaller?
Yeah.
Good. Good with these bugs. is seeing which ones are symmetrical. Seeing which ones have symmetry, okay?
No?
No, it's not, right? It's not the same on both sides. So you put it in a pile, not symmetrical.
Symmetrical!
Is this one symmetrical?
Yeah, look! Different color.
Okay, so is it the same on both sides?
Yes. No.
No, not symmetrical. We're going to be moving on to our language arts lesson next. We're on lesson 84 of language arts, and we've been working on card 39 for our booster cards. So we just finished math. That took a little less than 15 minutes, which is actually great because I wanted to do the math facts today. So I'm going to break it up with reading first, and then we'll end our day with the math facts cards. What?
Last time we learned
Yeah, last time we did shh, and this is good.
Chick.
Chick. Good, chick. Ready?
Yeah. At. Chat.
Good, chat. It's
Inch.
inch. Inch. Good, yeah.
Bench.
Good. You want to do some letter
letter.
tiles?
Yes.
Oh,
Do
level
level
K.
K.
And it's 84. TIP.
Yes.
Hey, good.
I already did. I didn't even need help.
Okay, so you're just, so that word can create a lot of words. Okay, so you're just going to either be changing, deleting, or adding a letter. Okay, so the next word is lip. So you did tip, now you're going to do lip. He loves doing the letter tiles. Like whenever we do, once you spell letters, Good and the Beautiful has a letter tiles app, and I would say it's probably like her favorite thing to do with the language arts. Flop! Yeah, babe! Okay. You're doing good. How about flap? Read this sentence, and when you come to a word you don't know, you'll ask me and I'll tell you what it means.
Do not
Good.
play by the dog.
By it says the.
Bog.
Okay, so do you know what bog is?
No.
That's what it's saying. So a bog is a wet, squishy ground. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about, it's going to say words you don't know. Okay, so now we'll read it again.
Do not play by the dog.
Good. Asp. Do you know what an asp is?
No.
Okay, so that's what we're going to learn. So an asp, it says an asp is, I don't know what these are either. It's a type of venomous snake. Okay, so let's read again. So now it says, do not play
by the
bog, which was a wet, squishy ground. Do not play by the bog.
said mom and
asp, which was a type of venomous snake. So an asp
is there.
Good. An asp is there. Our math facts, and we're all done today, okay? Okay, so language arts probably took us like 20 minutes today. And then we are just going to be finishing off our day with these math facts cards that I was talking about earlier. So it's got like subtraction, and then it's got addition, and they're super fun. Whoops, I'm dropping them. So they just kind of look like this, like 4 plus 4 on the back side equals 8. So we're just gonna do some of these to finish out our homeschool day.
Nine,
Close.
10,
10. Good. Okay, how about this one? Okay, so hold up your
11?
Yeah, it's 11.
Oh.
Because you go 8, 9, 10.
Do you know what the 11 looks like? It has all these outer ants on top.
Oh,
Because you'll just be stepping on them.
that's cool.
8.
8, good.
5.
It's 5, good.
5.
Good. Yep. What about this one?
1.
1, good, sis. That's gonna finish up our homeschool day for today. It took us, I actually don't know what time it is. Okay, it's 10:50. So it took us like an hour and 10 minutes maybe to get through our homeschool lessons today. As you can see, like my daughter is like moving around a lot during lessons. She got out her rocking horse at one point and sits on that while we do lessons. She's up on the table, she's sitting at her desk, she's moving around, and that's super common and really typical for children of her age. She just turned 6, and when you're in school, they like force you to sit and to pay attention for 6-7 hours a day, and it's just not developmentally appropriate. So I do like let her move around, move her body, because it really helps her with like learning and staying focused. And I don't know if you caught too, like you can kind of tell when she starts to get like a little bit checked out. And I, as her mom, obviously definitely pick up on her cues. So I could tell like she was kind of getting checked out with language arts towards the end. Like she wasn't really like listening. We were learning like some new words that I've actually never heard of either, that you're like reading a sentence and there's these new words in it. And I could tell it was just like whoop, going way over her head. So I'm like, yeah, you're done, you're checked out. So if I kept trying to like push through a language arts lesson, I don't know how some homeschool families do that. I know that a lot of people homeschool like based off of the lesson, and they will push through getting the whole lesson done each day. So like they'll get one whole lesson of language arts done a day, one whole lesson of math, and whatever else they're working on. It might be science, handwriting, history, geography. Some people add in a lot of stuff into their homeschool days, and they want to get through each lesson in that day. And so sometimes you'll hear of some homeschool families saying it's taking them, like 4 or 6 hours to get through their homeschool day with elementary aged children. And I just don't understand that. Like I didn't leave the confines of a structured school to bring that into my house. I don't want that. So every homeschool family is so different. Don't compare yourself to anyone. Maybe you like to homeschool like me. Maybe you like to homeschool like those other people that are going off of like getting their whole lesson done. You have to find and do what works for you and your family. But that just does not work for us. We would be doing lessons all day. I just feel like that'd be a nightmare. I don't want that. But yeah, so I just like, when we've hit that 15-minute mark or 20-minute mark, or when I can just tell like she's done, like why would I keep pushing through the lesson? So I just stop it where we're at, and I will pick back up on it tomorrow. And it worked pretty good too to break up the math with the math facts today, and that kind of kept her attention. But especially like with language arts, I do feel like the Good and the Beautiful's language arts lessons can be pretty like lengthy, but honestly when I use logic of English, those were lengthy too. I could only get through about half a lesson a day. And that's kind of how it is with the Good and the Beautiful language arts also. I usually get through about half of a lesson, where math we usually do get through like a whole lesson. It's just like it comes a little bit easier and faster. But the language arts takes a minute. So don't feel like you have to get through your whole lesson every single day in your homeschooling. It's like puts so much pressure on you. So I want you to know, like, this is how I homeschool. I hope that it gave you some insight and some encouragement that you can totally do this. If your heart's telling you to homeschool, you can do it. I am a full-time working mom, and I gotta get into work now. My baby's gonna be up from his nap soon. My days are just so full, so crazy, and I love my children so much. I'm so happy to be homeschooling them. It's such a blessing, and it's so beautiful as a mom to be doing this and to be like learning right alongside them and going along this journey with them, and I love it so much. So if you want to do this, you can do this. You are not alone. I know that this journey can feel so overwhelming, so intimidating, so scary. I felt that so much so when I started homeschooling, and I make this content so that you know you are not alone. I am right here. I'm doing this right alongside you. You know, if you work and you feel like you can't do this, I just want to show you that it is very doable. So no, you're not alone. No, I am here for you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. I'm so happy that you're here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.